In the deepest corridors of the British monarchy, a silent war is brewing, threatening to redefine the very essence of the crown. What happens when a queen consort's carefully constructed world collides with the future king's unwavering vision? A quiet decision, a discreet directive passed behind closed doors, was never meant for public consumption. It was precisely phrased, relayed through the intricate administrative channels of the palace. But in an age where whispers quickly morph into headlines, the truth rarely stays hidden. And when this particular truth emerged, it sent tremors through Buckingham Palace, igniting a firestorm in the heart of Queen Camilla. According to senior palace sources, Prince William has formally begun dismantling the quiet empire Queen Camilla spent years building around her family. The future king is said to have initiated a sweeping move, the withdrawal of ceremonial titles, honorary roles, and informal access previously extended to Camilla's children and grandchildren. None of them possess royal blood, yet they have enjoyed years of close proximity and subtle privilege within the monarchy. But make no mistake, beneath the composed language lies a personal and decisive message. For Prince William, it appears the monarchy must return to its roots, leaner, tighter, and unshakable. And that means drawing a firm line between those born into the royal fold and those who married in. Could this radical shift reshape the very fabric of the monarchy? Sources reveal William has directed palace aides to begin the process of removing the Parker Bowles family from internal royal correspondence, guest lists, and ceremonial seating arrangements. Their presence at official events will now be, at best, incidental. The message from William's inner circle is unequivocally clear: the monarchy is not a blended family. The reaction from Queen Camilla, by all accounts, was immediate and explosive. Behind the palace's polished exterior, a silent war has indeed begun. With King Charles's health increasingly in question and William stepping up his public engagements, the Prince of Wales is clearly preparing for the crown. And with that preparation comes hard decisions and even harder truths. For Camilla, this reset strikes at everything she's fought for. 4 years, she played the long game, enduring public hatred as the other woman and being branded the villain in Diana's story. Slowly, she reshaped public opinion through loyalty, discretion, and a relentless focus on duty. And with that transformation, she began to gently open the palace gates, not just for herself, but for her family. Was this a deliberate attempt to establish her own dynasty within the royal framework? Her children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopez, once virtually unknown in royal circles, slowly became familiar faces at Windsor and Sandringham. Her grandchildren, Gus and Louis Lopez, and Freddie Parker Bowles, even served as pages of honor at King Charles's coronation. That moment, to some, marked their quiet acceptance into the royal fold. It started subtly, one former aide shared a name on a guest list here, a seat moved forward there. But by the time of the coronation, Camilla's family were practically being treated like minor royals. This elevation, however, didn't sit well with everyone. Indeed, it appears that William and Catherine viewed these moves not as gestures of modern inclusivity, but as dangerous precedents that blurred the monarchy's centuries-old foundation. How much blurring can a 1,000-year-old institution endure? As King Charles lands in Ottawa this Monday afternoon for his 20th visit to Canada, his first as king, he enters a delicate political landscape. Canada's sovereign identity feels under threat in the face of increasingly hostile rhetoric from President Donald Trump, who has reportedly trolled the nation by suggesting it should become America's 51st state. British officials have reportedly urged the Canadian government to shield the monarch from controversy. Yet, there is little doubt that behind the diplomatic choreography of Charles opening the new session of Parliament lies an urgent message, an expression of unwavering support for Canada's independence. In February, Charles, who serves as the Canadian head of state, hailed the country as proud, resilient, and compassionate. He also hosted former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at Sandringham, near Norfolk, England, where the then Prime Minister posted that they had discussed Canada's sovereign and independent future. Make no mistake, this is a high-stakes diplomatic gesture. For a cancer-stricken monarch to cross the Atlantic for one night underscores how seriously this duty is being taken, and what extraordinary steps are being made to protect Charles's recovery. But while the king performs his duty abroad, is another internal battle being waged back home? Meanwhile, reports suggest Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are running a staff of 11, many of whom are reportedly earning six-figure salaries. This immediately begs an intriguing question: how will they fund it all? A new, undisclosed commercial venture by Harry could be part of the answer, as could an expansion of Markle's lifestyle brand. As ever, reports indicate a royal household-style structure will give them both a streamlined framework that has been conspicuously missing since they left the royal family. The timing of these developments is unlikely to be a mere coincidence. Harry is reportedly weary of relentless negative publicity, particularly in the United Kingdom, where he has engaged in several legal battles over privacy and security. Could this new venture be their ultimate play for financial and reputational independence? If you're gripped by this unfiltered insight into the Crown's inner workings, hit subscribe. Your click powers our late-night fact checks. Returning to the heart of the matter between William and Camilla, this isn't merely about status or personal animosity, it's a fundamental conflict over the monarchy's future identity. William, it appears, is firmly convinced that the Crown's strength lies in its exclusivity, in its precisely defined boundaries. He views it as an institution that must be detached from personal connections, especially those that might inadvertently blur the traditional line of succession. This conviction, according to palace insiders, is what propelled him to take such decisive action regarding the Parker Bowles family. It's not a personal vendetta, but a strategic move aimed at safeguarding what he perceives as the very essence of the monarchy. But can a modern monarchy truly exist without some level of personal connection? Camilla, on the other hand, sees things differently. For her, years of fighting for acceptance, of slowly but surely carving out a place in the heart of the British public, inherently involved the cautious inclusion of her own family into royal life. She may well view this as a necessary step to normalize the monarchy, making it more relatable and approachable to a contemporary society. Her efforts to integrate her children and grandchildren were likely not just an act of maternal affection, but potentially part of a broader strategy to forge a new, more modern version of the royal family. She may have believed this would solidify her position and ensure a smoother transition into the future. Yet, who ultimately defines the modern face of the Crown? Ultimately, this unfolding drama is a clash of two distinct visions for the monarchy's future. William's vision leans towards a return to stricter protocols, a clear demarcation of roles and responsibilities. It's a vision rooted in centuries-old tradition and a sense of duty that is inherited by birthright. Camilla's vision, arguably, has been softer, more inclusive, seeking to integrate the personal into the official to create a warmer, less distant monarchy. She might have seen this as a way to cultivate broader public support and a more accessible image. Can the monarchy truly be both traditional and intimately relatable at the same time? Is this simply a clash of generations, a struggle over what the British monarchy will look like in the 21st century? Who will ultimately prevail in this quiet war, and what far-reaching consequences will it have for the royal family and for Britain itself? The next chapter in this gripping saga promises even more revelations. What will unfold when the future king and queen consort continue their undeclared battle for influence? To ensure you don't miss a single beat of this unfolding royal drama, be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to our channel.